All right. Well, we may as well start our recap because it's not too long, but we will go with this. All right. So we started off with Hal getting a vision before waking up with the rest of the party laying flat on their stomachs, covered in dirt, dust, and had some small mushrooms growing all over them. You also noticed a very old Warforged that was attached to some sort of large fan and that was asking you all if you needed help. It was a Hal unit, and once both Hals were introduced to each other, they did end up learning a few things about the abandoned farm that you were currently under. It basically told you that the previous owners died a while ago, and someone new took over the farm and had brought in a bunch of other new Warforged to take over for Hal. Hal was then shoved into this room, and its power source was used to power the fan that it was connected to, and shut away behind a closed door for quite a while. Hal was also one of the very first created at the Lunarn Sanctuary over 900 years ago, and it was originally with Dean Helen Magnus when she came to Luna 1. Hal did hear a bunch of other things over the years outside the door, but it's been pretty much silent for a while now until you guys all showed up. So you left him there in his room and went exploring some more of the tunnels. The next door you found 3 dead bodies and a set of keys. 2 of the dead bodies could have been the old owners of the farm, and the third looked to have had something fall on him and crushed him. The next door was massive and looked very similar to the one you saw in Maybell a few days ago, with a portal machine behind it. The humming behind this one suggested the same thing, but luckily you found a key to bypass all the lovely traps. So the door was opened and the party went inside. You did see a very large machine with a huge crystal inside of it, and one very large construct that looked at you and attacked. Alric, of course, jumped into battle first with Shadowclaw, but found himself encased in some sort of magical prison and was taken out of the fight at the start. The fight went pretty good for the party, but the construct did explode once it was dead, and did quite a bit of damage to Kerrigan, Hal, and Thora before it was finally destroyed. Thora also had an interesting thing happen when she raged and Wild Magic Surge went off. Small pink hearts started to spread around her and charmed Hal. Hal then, of course, immediately fell in love with Thora and tried to help her the best he could. He sent out his guardian spirits in the form of him and her holding hands, dancing in a lovely enchanted pink circle. Adorable. It was also very disturbing at the same time. Once a bit of healing was around, you used one of the keys on the chain and shut the machine off. Clark then flew up, went into the machine, grabbed the crystal out of the middle, and somehow did this being 3 foot tall, carrying something much bigger than he is, and weighing much more than he does. After Clark was out of the machine, you all heard a voice. It called you meddlesome, insignificant mortals that would soon learn that no one messes with Brainiac. You then heard a click, and 4 other constructs that were not attacking you blew up, and the whole machine started to hum again. It was time to go. The next little bit of fun was you all trying to figure out how to get to the surface in 4 rounds before everything got very hot. Luck was with you, and a few good ideas got everyone out before a huge fireball took to the sky, and the whole form collapsed into a crater. Which is where we're picking up right now. You guys are all outside, covered in the remains of a smoking farm. What do you want to do?
Well, there goes the idea of sleeping there tonight.
Yeah, it's, I'm thinking you're pushing, like, dinner.
Did anyone get any meat from the town? We've got a place that's at least got fire going. Free barbecue?
How far would it be to go back to the town?
You guys were a good 8 hours to get here. So it'd be like 2 o'clock in the morning by the time you got back there if you found it. So it really all depends on you. You do know that there's a way station to the north. I'll actually put you guys over on the main map and show you where you are. Once I find the main map, right up there. So you guys are roughly here. So you're about halfway between either Hyrie Point or the way station. It'd be up to you. You know the route to get back to Hyrie Point. But it is toasty warm here.
So do we want to stay here and put up camp still? Or do we want to try to find somewhere else to sleep?
Oh. Leave that up to you guys. I'm actually not doing too bad right now, so...
I'm not doing bad now. I'm not worried about traveling at nighttime.
I don't
Well, that's a
remember
good
where
point.
my health was. I don't remember if I'm okay or not.
Okay, I'll take a look. And can I also...
I think I was.
I think you were.
We've got a lot of healing before I left.
Not a lot of healing went out. I think some of you guys are still at like half-ish. Now, let me bring you up here. I also do need dex saves from everybody as the remains of the things that got blown up into the air are slowly coming down.
That is a 24 for Clark.
Woohoo! Annie, you are at max health. You are fine. I'll do a dex save for you too.
That's the dig safe. Hell's fucked.
Okay, well, got a 15 for Annie, so Annie's pretty good. Let me quickly grab Thora here.
I rolled in the app and got a 21 if I can have that one.
Thora's at 11 health. But roll's good. Okay.
Did she get advantage because she saw it coming?
She still saves anyway, so this is a, she's good. Hal, on the
But if
other
she
hand.
threats, she could help save health.
Hal, on the other hand, you are taking once. Nope. I need this mouse. Nope, I did need this mouse. Sorry, I'm using two computers. Hal, you take 9 bludgeoning damage as something falls out of the sky, smacks you in the head, and lands at your feet.
Can I look what it was?
You can. It looks like Hal, the robot that you guys left. And it looks like whatever happened down there fused his head with his spine. And as it hits you in the head, you see the eyes open and go, "Oh, hi."
I'm
What
glad you
happened?
had a soft landing.
That was intriguing. I haven't seen the sky in a long time. Why am I on my side?
I cast levitate on him,
Oh, wow.
and then I'll stand him upright and let him just kind of look around.
So all you have is his spine and his head attached to it.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
At least he can kind of, be like a spear and just be like head up and look around.
Okay. Are you grasping him at all, or just using levitate?
I was just using levitate, and then I would have grasped him, I guess, to move him
Okay.
to stand up.
Beautiful. Can I have an Arcana, please?
Oh,
We should tie a rope around him. Seems like a bully.
can I get a help? Can I get a D4 added to that?
If you wanted to guide yourself, by all means.
Yeah. Yep, I do have guidance.
Okay.
I was like, I'll double check. I should.
I will take a Arcana from. 16 is actually pretty good. I'm gonna roll one for Annie unless you're home. I mean, Whitney unless you're home. You're muted. So
Yeah, it's
that's
got the
fine.
app open.
That's fine. Ooh, Annie's good. Clark, can I have an Arcana? And hi, Katie. Okay.
Clark don't know magic.
Annie,
He's a farm.
Annie rolled a 21. She's gonna look at you, Hal, and just tell you to concentrate a little. And you're gonna notice as you're holding on to Hal's spine in his head, there's something interesting about it. You think that you probably can't use it, but maybe Thora could use this as a warhammer.
Hey, maybe I could use that. I don't know what that is because I just logged on, but maybe I can use it.
The
I will show you the Hellbot's hidden spine on a levitate spell.
Yeah, basically, after the farm exploded, the remains of Hal got fused to his own spine, so it's just his head and his spine. And if you go into D&D Beyond and type in Hal's Legacy, you can have a fun two-handed mace that is sentient. I will.
Well, all right.
You're getting all the weapons, but I'd already had this thing made before you joined our game. So
I like that.
I will bring up the link for you guys. So Hal is still a construct, technically, but he can be used now as a two-handed weapon. Let me bring up his character sheet here and post it in Discord for you guys to enjoy all of Hal. So, this two-handed mace was forged from the remnants of Hal, a once great construct imbued with the soul and sense of duty. The head of the mace is an intricate amalgamation of metallic gears, crystal shards, and magical circuitry, faintly glowing with a soft blue light. The shaft is made of a reinforced alloy engraved with the symbols of unity and resilience. Hal's Legacy does 2d6 bludgeoning, and if you hit a construct or creature that has magical enchantments, it does an additional 1d6 lightning. As a bonus action, you can turn him on and off, so he's not bothering you all the time. He's considered magical for overcoming resistances and immunity. You have advantage on intelligence and arcana while holding him, and he will emit a 20-foot bright light. You can cast Identify once per long rest with him, and if a creature of non-hostile intent touches Hal for the first time, it emits a faint hum of recognition, and you gain 5 temporary hit points. He's got
Sweet.
a 12 intelligence, 14 wisdom, 10 charisma. He can also telepathically tell you anything you know or need to know, and he has all his memories.
Wait, so the identify. You just point him at a thing.
Pretty
What's
much. Yes. Yep. So, unfortunately, he's a Warhammer. Thor is the only one who can use him.
I like this owl.
So, yeah, you can tell him to be as quiet as you like. You still will need an hour to attune to him.
Gotcha.
But yes, you now have Hal's Legacy. Alright. So yeah, anytime you need to ask Hal about anything, you just have to figure out what he knows about anything. I will let you know Hal is quite annoying. So you probably only want to ask him questions when you need to, because he won't shut up. He's been locked away for a while. So after that, what would you guys like to do?
I still think we should put up camp somewhere. I think we can go a little bit longer before dark sets in, but we'd want something in an unknown land. Well, lights up.
If you guys want, you can give me perception rolls.
Yeah, Thor's not looking too great.
Nope. Nice.
I don't know why the second one rolled,
That's okay.
but I'll take it.
Yeah, pretty much everyone except for Thora and Clark. You'd be able to tell from where you currently are. Your travels here, you didn't really see anything. You didn't really find anyone else here. You're in a fairly good safe spot, but the explosion, people might have heard it. You are quite a ways still away from people, but definitely the burning will be noticed within the next couple hours after the sun kind of goes down. You're still because you have a planet near you, so you're not always going to be fully dark, but it still gets dark. So someone else might come to take a look at what happened.
Well, I say we keep going so we don't get blamed for what just happened, and I'll point at the big crater in the middle of the landscape.
Yeah, you'd be able to tell that there might have been also some maybe old underground tunnels underneath the ones that you were. You're almost like a 70 to 80 foot crater, like right now. Everything collapsed in.
I think before we go, Clark actually he wants to kind of fly to the middle of the crater to see if there's anything of any value left after the big explosion.
Okay. Give me a investigation roll, please.
It's a 14.
14's enough to be able to tell the source of the fire got extremely hot, and whatever that machine was is now just a pile of molten metal. The constructs that were in there have pretty much disintegrated, so there's not a lot of leftover stuff. Right now, the majority of what you see and smell is burnt wood, maybe a few different odd smells of a variety of mushrooms that are currently being roasted. You could probably go around and pick up some mushrooms that are slowly still roasting. But other than that, there's really nothing of value here. No.
Okay.
Yep.
You know what? Clark will. He liked to taste of that mushroom he picked off himself. So
Okay.
I think even roasted may be even better. So
Nice.
Does he fly back in a straight line, or is he a wibbly wobbly?
It depends if you're going to eat it while you're flying.
well, I pick up a few of them, and I will try one on the way back because I haven't had the roasted ones yet. So
Beautiful. Nothing really on top was toxic. So if it was, you would have noticed as you walked through here. So yeah, I don't even need a con save. It is good roasted mushroom.
If Annie sees Clark take some mushrooms, she'll probably take some too. That's fine.
Nice. Yep.
I was bummed he finally found a field full of mushrooms and none of them were magic.
Alric, Shadowclaw does not want to stick around here anymore at all. He's pretty much telling you we need to leave ASAP.
Right. And you can definitely see Alric being sort of like those something invisible sort of dragging at his cloak, just pulling him backwards.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. Speaking of your cloak, is that activated yet or no? You've never used it yet.
Oh. Well, I didn't get a chance to
No, you didn't last time, no.
fight, so I don't think it's activated yet.
Okay, alright. Alrighty. Okay. So if you guys are gonna just like get away, maybe like 1 or 2 hours away, and then camp for the night?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I will take survival rolls to see if you can find a good spot.
$14 for Clark.
Okay. Between Clark, Thora, and Hal. Kerrigan knows exactly where he's going. Right. Eventually you guys start all walking and you notice pretty much Kerrigan just like pretty much like crawls underneath Annie and immediately just starts bounding off for one little area. After about an hour of traveling, you guys are going to find yourselves in like very, very tall grass area. There's not a lot of trees in this area, so it's pretty much just like really, really high grass. For the most part, most of it's like 8 feet tall. Probably just hasn't been used in a while. So you guys have great cover. You are not really in a dry season, so if you wanted to make a little spot and build a fire for the night, this would be your ideal spot.
Clark could just stand there and not be seen.
Yeah, pretty much. You would definitely blend in the entire area.
Well, this looks like as good a place as any, I think, to rest.
Yeah, you'd be like, you'd almost be able to see the lights from Hyrie Point from where you are. Like, for Clark, if you flew up and took a look. But you definitely know that this time of the night, they're locked, and even if you got there, they wouldn't let you in.
Did we decide which direction, towards the Hyrie Point or towards the way station?
I don't think you said. I just assumed Hyrie Point. But you guys can decide where you want to go next. You wouldn't have hit the way station in that amount of time anyway.
Okay. So, I guess, and again, it's up to you. We just kind of head to be in between them, I guess. So that way, after we get our rest and
so pretty much in the same area that you came from originally. That'll work.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that way we can decide once we get our rest and our faculties back together which direction.
Okay. All right. Well, the evening is yours. Who is going to be doing first watch, second watch? Are you taking a watch? What you doing?
Clark will do first watch.
Okay.
I will take second.
I can take third.
I've got a shorter rest. I take rest in 4 hours, I think. I'll take third.
Beautiful. All right. I will take perception roll from Clark, please, for your first watch.
15.
15. 15's enough to not see anything. Your watch goes unimpeded. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. You get a good sensation because I'm assuming you're going to be hovering for a bit, taking a look around every now and then. Yeah, your watch goes no problem at all. Was there anything you guys wanted to talk about or go over before the watches? I should have asked that. Because you've had a rough few days, so I wasn't too sure if you guys needed to RP any of that.
The only thing Clark would do was go to Kerrigan and Annie, make sure they're okay. Well, actually, go around to everybody to make sure they're okay, but really kind of focus on Kerrigan
Okay.
and Annie.
Okay. Thora's bleeding profusely, but the long
Yes,
rest will help
like
Thora.
bleeding out of every orifice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
Brandon, do you have what Kerrigan's hit points were at? Because I lost my notes, but I feel like he was back to almost full.
I'm pretty sure he was okay, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't keep track of hit points of those guys. Because to me, they're fodder.
Well, thank you.
It's the DM brain. It's like, nope, he's your pet. You can keep track.
Fair, yeah. I think he was back to pretty much normal after.
Because for me, if I know, it's a hard toss-up, do I hit him or not? That's a hard decision for a DM. If I know his hit points, it's like, I shouldn't, but I kind of have to.
Well, then I shall guard that closely.
Yeah.
I think as we all...
I used my last spell of the day on Thora. For a whole 7 HP extra.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, Clark was going to, as we all gather around the campfire, he's going to cast Mass Healing Word for 8.
Cool.
So everybody gets, what, a total of 15 back?
Yeah.
Or...
No, I just gave...
Eight.
Cure Wounds is only one person.
Yeah.
Yours. So everyone gets 8, and Thora gets an extra 7.
thanks, guys.
No problem.
Still bleeding profusely from
Yeah.
very many places, but every bit helps.
How much health do you need?
She'll get it back if you want, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I'd prefer to turn around and use cantrips in a battle if we have one.
Ah.
Tell me when to stop.
I-
This is all coming your way. There's another 11 points.
Thank you.
It's almost as if Hal's still charmed by her.
There's another 10 points. Is that enough to keep you going, or do you need more?
Yeah, I'm over half, so it's definitely way better.
I'll leave it there. It leaves me with one level 1 spell.
Okay.
You know how I really appreciate that. I feel like you're really trying to take good care of me.
I don't know what you're on about.
Well,
And then
just
Clark's
keep that between us.
Clark's in the background with his wire out, just another old-fashioned love song. They come in two-part harmony.
Yeah, Alric, you're getting Are humanoids always like this?
Sherlock Holmes getting a definite yes back.
Cats are more redefined. You're also getting, Alric, since you're going to bed early, you're being told that during your watch you're doing more training.
Yeah, Shadowclaw gets a very exasperated back. Big sigh.
Yep. Perfect. All right. So Clark, that's enough for yours. So, second watch, who's ever with Hal, I'll take another perception roll, please. Ooh, now you get a good roll. Hal, during your night, a 25 is enough to be able to tell. You do hear stuff in the distance, but it's quite a ways in the distance, almost like a screeching sound.
Can I levitate up to try and get a better view?
Yep. Can I have a... What do I need for that? History roll, please.
Can I take my inspiration on that?
Yes, for the nat one, of course. Okay.
And guidance? Or do I not need it?
No, the 19's fine. With guidance, that'd put you over 20 anyway. You've never really heard the sounds before, but now that it's not demonic, it doesn't sound like any demons you've seen or heard. You do know that it is wyvern mating season, and now that the demons are no longer attacking, maybe they're kind of enjoying the evening. But they're far away.
What's that?
You don't want to know.
Sorry.
Definitely in the direction you're heading. Yeah. And you can attune to Hal also.
The robot Hal.
The robot Hal, for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll figure out how to attune both for you.
That's what those noises are.
Yep. Yeah. I never really thought we'd have two Hals after I introduced the Hal bot, but yeah, we have two Hals.
There we go.
We'll go one is Hal and the other's Hal bot. Yeah. Or head on a stick Hal.
Head on the stick out.
All right. Well, the rest of your evening goes by quite easy. You don't really hear anything. You don't even hear anyone heading towards the still smoking fireball that's 2 hours to the south of you. It's definitely dwindled, but you can still see it because you're pretty much like going uphill. All right. Final. Alric, I will take a lovely perception roll as you and Shadowclaw are now invisible, patrolling the area. Okay.
Will you take passive?
I'll take your passive, but he can also give you the help action because you're on top of him.
Oh, see what help does.
Sure. Made that worse, didn't it?
No looking, only training.
Yes.
Yeah, passive is 18.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, other than the sounds, you don't really notice or hear anything. For the most part, Shadowclaw's going to ask you what you would like to train. Is there anything specific you want to try working as a team? Because for the most part, it's been him doing all the work.
Having a bad memory of falling off in Highway Point.
Mm-hmm.
Especially after Shadowclaw's first attempt at teleporting to be on his back.
Yep.
Just trying to do that. Maybe like running full spin to a straight line, only to teleport back to where we started.
Oh, okay, so
See if
like
I
the
can-
momentum. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Yeah, because you would realize, like, if he's running full and he, like, teleported, you're still going full speed. So, like, if he decided to run straight and teleport up 30 feet, you would still have the momentum to carry you a little. So if you were, like, going straight and he angled up and teleported, instead of that extra 30 feet, you'd probably go 40 because of the momentum. So it's like almost a way of
Everyone to
it's almost a
practice
way
holding
of
on after that.
it's almost a way of gaining a little bit more distance with your momentum. But I will definitely take let's say 3 dex saves to see if you can hold on, please. With advantage because you're getting better at it. Ooh, nat 20 will take rid of all of that. Wow. Okay. I can definitely say, probably from now on, when you're on him, if you guys want to attempt something, I'm not going to make you roll at disadvantage with that nat 20.
Sweet.
So consider yourself... I'm not going to give you the mounted combatant feat yet, unless you specifically take it when you guys level up, which is right now.
Woohoo!
It's Christmas. I was going to do it later after the end of the session, but because Hal can only do half the session, you may as well do it now when you wake up.
That was the most subtle little level drop I've ever heard.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You gotta throw them in
We
there.
leveled up to the net 20. I'll take it.
Pretty much. Also, with this level up, I think, Thora, you're the only one who's multi-classed. So, everyone who gets the ASI or feat this time, take the ASI, but add a feat. So you get both.
Oh.
So, Thora, I don't know if you get an ASI this time? Or do you?
I don't. Well, I was
You
gonna.
will if you take a level of rogue.
Yeah, if I take a level of rogue, I will. But I was gonna take a level of
Okay.
barbarian.
So if you're going to do barbarian, add your feat, but next time you hit a level that gives you the ASI, you have to take the ASI.
Okay.
Yeah. So just add a feat. And everyone else can take your ASI and then add a feat.
Oh, oh, oh. Wisdom 20.
Woo! This is my way of getting past using point buy. Mind you, the 3 of you also have an extra 2 constitution than the other 2. From doing some ship stuff. We'll get the other 2 theirs eventually. But they technically haven't been with you for that while. Yep. All right. So yeah, come morning, Alric, you do a great job. You don't see anything, you don't hear anyone, but you feel a little bit better in the morning. So everyone can mark off a long rest and level up. And everybody wakes up. The fire pretty much has dwindled all night long. You'd still be able to feel the heat from here. It's not as bad. It's got a really, really pleasant smell, though. But come morning, it is a lovely, bright, sunny day. Mid-20s. What would you like to do?
I lied.
Where are you headed?
Wisdom 19.
Which direction do we want to go in?
Yeah. So many decisions.
We when we fought the demon cows and we found out that there was the abandoned place to the south, we went south because that's where the demons, like the demon tracks or whatever, were coming. I feel like we had a reason for going south first and then we were going to go back north.
Okay, your reason to go south was
We-
pretty
we needed
much...
somewhere to stay for the night, wasn't it?
You mainly went south because you were looking for the device. You thought... You weren't too sure exactly what location it was, but Lucy pretty much told you of what was in the area, and you just decided to go south. So it was just more at the time you were looking for a machine, and you chose correctly.
Okay.
Yep.
So we accomplished everything that we initially were going to by going south?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the other thing that was on your list was head north to the abandoned keep.
Yes.
And you know that Chester is currently, well, as of yesterday, either yesterday or today, is heading towards Hyrule. He's talking to the merchants that are there.
I don't have 20 in wisdom. I forgot what feat I was going to take. I took resilient and got con.
Oh,
like
so you added a more con for your ASI? Smart.
Yeah. No, I did wisdom for ASI
Oh,
and resilient for feat.
gotcha. That works too.
Well, now my con's even. I got an extra hit point all the way through.
Cool. All right. So yeah, you guys are heading north. Are you going to stop in the town or just go right on through? I wasn't too sure if you wanted to let Lucy know what was going on.
Did we want to let one of the riders ride into town? Because they can walk, like the animals run faster than we can walk.
Yeah, Kerrigan I think is the quickest between the two, maybe.
Yeah, we can do that.
And they've actually seen Kerrigan instead of a invisible cat sith. All right. I'll move you over to the Hyrule Point map. It takes you guys probably till about noon by the time you guys come here. Back to Hyrule Point. And Annie, I assume, are you going anywhere particular, or are you going to go right to the Lane family home?
Yeah, I'll go straight there.
Okay.
If that's where I'm going, I mean, he's tiny. Clark can come too.
That's what I was literally just about to ask. Is Clark coming too?
Why not?
Okay.
Just assumed he would want to join.
Probably a good assumption. Okay, let me bring up Hyrule Point here.
Also, a lot more charismatic than Annie is. So explanations would probably flow off the tongue better.
Yes and no, you're a warlock. Got to be a little charismatic for a warlock. All right. You eventually knock on the door, and good old Lucy opens the door. Oh, hi, guys. You guys look, happy. How'd it go? I assume the explosion we heard and felt was you.
Yeah, that was us. Sorry, but we found what we were looking for.
Oh, wow. What went on? So, sorry, you found what you're looking for, so no more demons? I can put everybody back out on the work?
At least not for now, but there could still definitely be more.
Gotcha. Well, that's good news. Well, Mom's not here. Cool. I will spread the word. We got lots to do. If I can open the town back up, it's going to be busy the next few days here. Wow. Okay. What's next for you guys? Hi, Clark, by the way. You
Greetings.
lost a few more feathers.
Yeah, I got to get some stronger glue.
Or just, fly away?
I can't leave these people.
No, I mean
That
just
wouldn't be.
fight from up top. I don't want to have to write a letter. Speaking of,
Nah.
I did get one. It was pretty much just to say hi. She didn't know actually you were here. Seems like she's doing good work. Yeah. She said that she's with someone named Ned. Yeah.
Do we know who Ned is?
Ned was with us for one whole session before he got called to work and couldn't play anymore.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. He was the original rogue. No, sorry. Samurai. Fighter. So yeah. Anyway. I'd love to stay and chat some more, but if I have work to do, I got work to do. Whew. And ran into a couple guards last night after you left. Well, hunters coming in. They're going to patrol again all night last night, and I haven't heard back from them, which is usually a good sign. If they don't make it, that means they're doing something. They have ways of communicating with me. Usually if there's a problem, I get told immediately, so I think we're good. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Where next for you guys?
I kind of looks at. Have we figured that out yet?
I think the abandoned keep.
I had a feeling. I think you guys mentioned it before.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she sent you guys to the Elder Tome. Well, just stay safe up there. None of us venture up there just because, well, it's a weird place and there's really nothing there anymore, so I hope you find something. But I have a feeling it's just whatever they left. And, well, it's wyvern mating season, so be careful.
Yeah, any advice on that?
Oh, well,
Hal shudders back at wherever we are walking.
unless you have a way of talking or communicating with them, they're pretty primal. I don't know. Try to be nice. I know from what a few of the Rangers tell us, it's pretty much just back away slowly. As long as you're not near them or near their nests, you should be okay. But there's really only one path, so I don't really know what's going on up there.
I guess we'll find out, and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we'll live to see you again someday.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine. A few more scratches and a few less feathers, but I'm sure you'll be okay. Well, good luck. I have a lot of people to organize. On your
Good luck
on your
to
way
you.
back through, stop in, stay for dinner. Bring everybody.
We would love to. Good luck with all of your rebuilding.
Yes. Honestly, it's the wyverns aren't going to be the only things mating here soon. We need to put the herd back up, so that's going to be my job. Yay! You can see she doesn't really want to do that, but it is what it is in a farmer's life. All right. While this is all happening, what are the rest of you doing? I'm assuming, did any of you guys come into town? They would have probably got here maybe an hour in front of you.
is a baby wearing his brand new outfit.
Oh, hi, buddy. His head's getting bigger. He's
Yeah,
cute.
his body's getting.
Yeah. I am
If you did
surprised
try
he
that
is
for-
not.
Pick up his little Mario.
I love how quiet he is.
Yeah, no, he's been on me this whole game.
Yep.
He's
I
just
just had
chill.
to take him out to give him to the partner for a poo explosion, but he's been here the whole game.
Nice. That's fun. Got to get him learning D&D young.
D&D, all sorts of nerdy stuff, eh, bud? What Dragon Ball Z the other night, just the two of us.
Nice. All right.
Mum went out for drinking night, so we sat there and watched Dragon Ball Z from about 4 o'clock until
Oh,
about
wow.
9.
Okay.
Got a good little stint in.
Good bonding time.
Mm.
All right.
I thought we were walking past the town, which is why we put the scout unit in.
This works too. Yeah. I wasn't too sure if you guys wanted to or not, like stay close or just go around. But this works. All right. So Lucy bids you guys farewell. I'll put you back on the main map here. And you guys head back out once again. You guys do, I think, have enough supplies to last you a few days. So you guys are leaving. You are still... You're not too sure exactly how long it's going to take you to get to where you're going, but distance-wise from when you've seen where the keep was when you went past it on first the ship when you went all the way to Maybell, and then the Dragon Turtle, your lovely wizard tower, you'd know that it's probably at least from where you currently are. You'll get there by nightfall, maybe, but it's probably you're going to at least have at least one more night somewhere and catch it early in the morning. And you are about a half hour towards your turtle, where your tower
And we're going to
is.
the abandoned cape, aren't we?
That's where you were headed next, yes.
Should we just go to the turtle and take the turtle up?
Well, the turtle would have to leave the water and crawl up the path. There's no easy way. Clark would be, I think, the only one. If you went on the outside, you'd have to have a way of levitating. Well, yeah, it's really up to you. Because you can technically levitate most of you up there, Clark. Yeah, it's up to you. But there is a path. But the turtle would not fit up the path. So.
Yeah.
I will let you guys decide that.
Up to Clark if he wants to fly a cliff a few times.
I don't mind flying. I can fly!
It'll be quite a few times because the cats have got to go.
Yep. So up to
There's
you.
no fun in that. Let's go for a walk. Otherwise, we'll lose Annie and Clark because they're not even here yet.
At this point, you guys would probably all catch up. I would assume you'd have a set spot where you catch everybody up with. But yeah, it's up to you guys if you wanted to try and do the hard way or take the path up and maybe deal with something that's up there. It's up to you. Since it's Christmas, I will take intelligence rolls from everyone.
Whoa.
14, 15. Wait, what did I do? What? Where did that extra...
Huh.
Okay.
All right. Well, Hal, with the 17, you've done something a while ago that your DM didn't really think you'd use in a way that you used it. Levitate worked, and Clark helped, and it used a mirror.
We We've got a couple of... Well, I think we've only got the one mirror, though.
You still have two. You have both of them inside the house. All you have to do is fly one of them up. You
want to fly another mirror, Clark?
You do have both of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with
That
the
sounds-
turtle, and then we don't have to go far for sleep.
Because you guys would probably have remembered that had we just came from there. But it was something
Yeah, I thought we
remembered.
only had one mirror.
No,
I thought we gave the other one...
No, you kept them all.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. You currently have... the one you took from... you had an extra one. You took it out of the... Which one did you take?
The theater, I think.
The theater, thank you. Yep. So yeah. So there's still a mirror in the house, and then you have that one, so you can still go one way through. Perfect.
Sorry, guys.
One way or another.
Okay. You guys all eventually make your way. I wasn't going to plan on this until later, but this works too. Cool. You all find your way back to your lovely tower. Still where it is. You are greeted by, oh. You guys are back early. How'd it go? Where'd you go? Everything copacetic?
It's wyvern mating season.
Is that what I've been hearing?
Yeah, they make lots of noise.
Frisky little buggers. We had them in Maybell a few times, but a couple arrows from the guards usually made them go away. They're all over the mountains range up here. I don't know how many of them are left, but meh. They don't bother me. So where are we headed?
Abandoned Keep. North.
Oh, I thought that's where you just went.
No, we ended up in a farm.
Ah,
Yeah, we
Floating
actually
cows.
changed plans.
No magic mushrooms.
ah. Do you have a way of getting up there? It's pretty steep.
Yeah. We have mirrors, levitate, and an owl.
Right.
Clark will kind of flutter his wings and fly a little bit.
I did not think about the mirrors. They have been used for other options for quite a while. Good idea. Well, climb aboard. It's going to take him at least... I'd say 3 hours to get there. Maybe probably a little bit more, because actually your scale-wise... he's about 25, he can go... Yeah, so about 4 hours. So you'd be pushing... By the time you got back, by the time you got up there, you'd be like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. In the evening, sorry. By the time
When
you
we
got there.
get there.
Yeah. So you could get there, sleep overnight, and then do it all in the morning if you like. Unless you wanted to get it up earlier. It's up to you.
I'll leave that up to you guys to decide, but I feel like attacking an abandoned keep at night is not asking for help.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like maybe the smartest.
Okay.
That's a better advantage. They may not see us coming.
True.
I mean, I do blend in, and so does Kerrigan if it's dark, but
Guys, I glow green.
yeah, there's that. So we wouldn't really blend in with you anyway.
I can fix the glowing. You won't
So
miss
can I.
anything, but
I can make you invisible.
You guys are going to hear for the first time a "so can I."
What? What was that?
being chatty.
Well, you can tell he's thinking. It's like, I have ways of keeping Alric safe. Don't worry about him. But
Well,
thank you.
Okay, I wasn't worried about him particularly, but who are you again?
Mini Kerrigan.
And we'll give him a little nudge.
My name is Shadowclaw. I am his bonded companion. Just like Kerrigan is with Annie, but ours is a little bit more deeper. He was there the day of my birth.
Oh, he's your daddy.
Bonded companion.
So polite.
Well,
I look at Kerrigan and be like, why can't you be this polite?
If he could talk to you specifically,
You just can't hear him.
he's pretty much, well, he can talk to Andy now full time. He doesn't understand you though, unless Annie tells him what you're saying.
Yeah, can Kerrigan understand other people?
Does he have common under his languages?
Yeah, no. Okay.
Then no.
Huh.
He can
Always
understand
him
you.
with Clark, I guess it's just like he understands like emotions or
Yes.
intentions. I guess. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Words is, unless it's, Clark's also done speak with animals a few times.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I happen to have again, thanks to Ritual Caster. So
Nice.
we're gonna have some fun with that.
Nice. So yeah. Shadowclaw is pretty much that's pretty much all he's really saying. The only other thing you'd get out of him is when you said he's very polite, I had a good trainer. Sure reminds me of you, Annie.
I was going to say I had a good trainer as well.
But mine smelled like you.
Another Tabaxi?
Yes,
So cats training cats?
pretty much.
Training cats, riding cats, just all the cats.
You might be
How
able to.
funny.
I'll take a history roll, Annie. With advantage. Something like this would be ingrained in your brain. Yeah, the 24 will work. You remember during a training session with Chester.
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, Chester. One of the very first times you were there, you heard, coming from an old abandoned chapel, a bunch of purring.
Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Yep.
When were you trained?
We're on, 3 weeks, 4 weeks since he was born?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. You would also, Alric would know, I don't think the rest of you would know that he was did Chester say it? It was, I think it was Eldred.
I think
Eldred told you back in May Bell that your boon was going to be ready soon. And no, it was Chester who told you that Abigail has the ability to slow time or speed time up in one of her rooms. So he's only technically 3 weeks old for you guys, but he's been training for probably 6 months, he'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
Yep. So he's probably the same age range as Kerrigan, just sped up in your time.
So we may have crossed paths at one point, or at least been nearby.
Ish. Yeah, probably.
Oh.
But
Very similar upbringings.
You never did see someone matching the description that he's talking about, though.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones who would know who he's talking about is Clark and Alric. And, well, no, it would just be Clark and Alric.
I feel like Annie would probably immediately think of her sister and kind of get a little glimmer of hope in the back of her mind, like, is she out there? Is this my sister? Thinking of another Black Tabaxi.
Yep, you would have to have a conversation with Shadowclaw about that if you want to delve deeper.
I feel like right now it's just going to be kind of like a spark of a thought that
Okay.
she's not going to want to necessarily get her hopes up too much.
Okay, perfect.
And just kind of like think on it for a little bit, and maybe in the future,
Okay.
if it comes up again, or as kind of like as more details come to light naturally, because I don't think she's going to want to get her hopes up.
Beautiful. Okay. Perfect. So are you guys sleeping in for the evening or going to try and get the mirror up? I think you're going to sleep. I believe that's what you said. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to suggest sleeping.
Yeah. Okay. You guys would have like a... You're pretty much going to be on the ship for quite a while then. Well, like in your tower. So you have pretty much... Okay. A good 12 hours in there to R&R before you know something's going to... Before you're going to find out what's in the abandoned keep. So, is there anything you guys want to do for the evening before we push on to morning?
No.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right. If you haven't already taken a long rest, you can. Come morning, it is... today's not as great as the yesterday was. It's not raining, but you guys do see what appears to be probably a really good storm brewing at some point today. Maybe by noon is going to be shitty, so your travel back, depending on how long you take up in here, might be a little challenging for you, but you do have a mirror, so we'll see how that goes. So how are you getting the mirror up? You are basically on... You'd be at least like 200-foot cliff where you see like what looks to be something carved in. Like you can't see exactly like a whole rune tower or anything. You just see what would look like a massive shape that you can get in on, like fly down on. So it's like, you know, it's built into the mountainside. So basically, who's holding on to the mirror while it goes up?
I'll hold on to the mirror.
Okay.
Casting levitate on it.
Okay.
Well, on me while holding it and then getting dragged up by claws.
Okay, so you're going to do the same way you did before.
The mirror the last time.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. So you're going to tie a rope to Hal. Are you going to tie yourself to the mirror this time or try and just hold it like you did before?
I'm going to try hold it like I did before because it worked.
Okay, so you're going to be casting levitate on yourself then, not the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I will just take a lovely strength check with advantage from you to hold on. Clark, I just want a lovely dexterity check with advantage to see if you drop him. $17 is good. And a 20.
30.
Turned 20.
30, 20.
Beautiful.
It doesn't really matter if he drops me, I'm levitating.
Yep. So describe it for the rest of them how this all works.
I I get help maneuvering it out a door, which I'm taking to guess the lovely Barbarian will help. And then I'll hold on to it, cast Levitate, put it on my feet, and then float with it so my back's towards the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then get Clark to grab my cape.
Beautiful.
And we
Clark
just flutter away.
Yep.
All right. The rest of you, can I have perception rolls, please? Alric, your passive will work.
Nice.
That including Clark?
Whatever your pass. Does anyone have a passive over 15?
No.
Okay,
I
then
do.
I need you to
Mine
roll.
is 15.
Okay. If you don't have a passive of 15 or over, I need you to roll.
Okay. 14.
Okay. You'd be able to tell, like, as soon as you guys came out, your lovely tower has still been, like, on the move. It went into, you guys would have went under the water a little bit, but as you came up, there's, like, a little bit of a hesitation as soon as you guys, like, come in and out, where if anyone was watching, they'd see, like, the illusion fade almost. You definitely notice probably 5 or 6 ships in the general area from you, but currently it doesn't look like anyone's been paying attention to you. You're in a lovely main channel where a lot of merchant ships and warships come through here patrolling a lot. So the longer your turtle stays above the water, the more chances they might wonder why there is a lighthouse where there never used to be a lighthouse. You were in a lovely little secluded area before, and you are not now.
Dive, 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 dive!
So after you guys all get out and get situated, if you wanted him to stay under the water, that'll be up to you. He still does
We
have...
do have a way of
You might wanna
communicating.
go underwater.
He does have quite a bit of range with his ability to find you guys. It's not like... So it'd be like 1,000 feet. So if you got back to, like, the general area, you'd be able to tell him to come up. And I will move you over to the map, and you can tell me where you want to set the portal as you come into the lovely abandoned keep. There is a road. It looks like it hasn't been used in a while, but the keep itself... Well, I'll move you over to the map so you can see it. So you guys would be coming from the bottom left corner. That's where you'd be flying up from. You see a old, almost like small castle. Looks like almost like a garrison style here. The drawbridge is down. There is a portcullis underneath that is closed. You see old rotten ballistas on top of some of the small towers along the whole section. You see corpses of a wide variety of things. You also see like a very, very fresh remains of something that is torn apart a wyvern here. And it seems all the ballistas are pointing inward. So that's currently what Hal and Clark see as you bring a portal up.
Do the ballistas take up the entire
There'd be room
circular?
there'd be room to move. Like, I could probably make them a little bit smaller, but they are fairly big, yeah.
But there would be room to put a mirror on one of those correct?
If you wanted up top, yes. There'd be a spot you could put them up there, yeah. It'd be tight, but yes.
I thought it was similar, Clark, but I thought the far tower on the left. Put the mirror in it. And then we can all just, come out and... It's hidden.
That's
Like right here?
that sounds.
Yeah, inside of it.
Oh, okay. So you'd have to go in here first and see if it's got a door.
Well, Clark will fly over and kind of level with the rampart to see if he can see the door.
Beautiful. Give me 1 second here. I thought I had something to play, but I don't know what it looks like. Oh, we will go with this one. Sorry, I thought I had music prepped for in here.
Is that not a staircase just there?
That'd be like an open area. Well, technically, yes, there'd be a door there, but that's just to get in here. I don't see any stairs going down.
Yeah, no, my thought was to fly in that way.
Okay.
Into the top of the keep, so that we're still on the top level.
Okay, then yes, you can do that.
Yeah, so we've got a roof over our head of the mirror, so it's kind of undercover.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
I will take yeah, let's do perception rolls as you're up here, please.
Happily.
It's getting quite windy. I thought I had something here, but apparently not.
13.
+7 to perception. Yeah.
The 17's enough to hear some sort of thump. Every now and then. Thump. And like the sounds of chains. Thump.
I'll let Clark know what I hear. Be like, we should get the rest here quickly.
And Clark gets a little scared, so he starts flying, a little crazily, and then he looks down and realizes he still has Hal. So he's like, you physically hear him go, okay, let's do this, and he will go. Now, did we determine whether there was a door there or not?
There's no door.
Up top, it's not really not at the bottom. There is a small one up top. The only other doors you see are in this building here. There's a door, and up at the main area here's one, and there'd be one over to the side over here. This place looks like it has been demolished, though. It's not as nice as the actual map. Most things are caved in and crushed.
Okay, so this right here does not have a door.
No.
Up on the rampart. Okay. Clark will, he'll kind of steel himself like, okay, let's not drop him, and let's make sure we get in, and the mirror doesn't break, and he'll start flying in underneath and gently place them both on the ground.
Beautiful. I will take just a straight dexterity check from you, please. And another strength check from Hal.
What?
The nat 20 negates the nat 1. So
well, if he drops me, I'm still levitating. So
you're still levitating, exactly. So you're okay to the point where you don't fly him into something. It's almost like you bump him, but as soon as he's landed, he still has levitate, and he doesn't really go anywhere.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm just that thumping. It made me nervous. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You alright there, buddy?
It scares me. So yeah, I agree. Let's get everybody else here. I think we need Thora now.
I foresee every now and then you guys see just a random head pop out and go, "Can we come out yet?" Nope. Okay. And head comes back out. Are we good yet?
Clark, and then Clark will actually stick his head. Get your ass over here, please! And then pop back in again.
Perfect. So who's coming in first? I will put you guys all up here because you guys are going to be up top.
At Clark's plea, Annie and Kerrigan would jump through.
Okay. I'll just stick you guys all up top here.
Thora would probably be the last because she's still a little weary on mirrors.
Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, you guys eventually find your way. You bypassed a lot of other fun things. You see the fresh corpse of a wyvern. Here, I will take a nature roll from everyone to see if you can figure out how long it's been there.
All these intelligence rolls today.
Yeah.
The only
Bard
one
is
I'm
not good with nature.
Not that it makes too much
Not
difference.
the stat I chose to buff.
I won't complain about intelligence roll gets the highest.
Yeah. None of you
I
can
think that
really
kinda-
figure it out, though.
That kind of fits because Clark's still nervous here. And, do you guys hear that? Do you hear that thump?
Yeah.
That sounds big. I don't like big.
Boom.
I definitely don't like big.
I had a soundtrack for this, but I don't think it's here anymore. You'd actually hear the thump in the background with the soundtrack, but I can't remember which one this is. Sorry.
And Clark will actually run and kind of hide behind Thora. It's just so and grab her leg and Thora can actually feel him kind of shivering and shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Thora just pats his head like, there, little buddy. It's all right. I won't let anything happen to you.
You mean it? Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There.
Thump. Thump.
And then Clark's grip gets tighter.
Is it possible to work out where the thumping is coming from?
Somewhere inside this building. You hear it like going from one side to the other, almost like it's pacing back and forth. It also only looks like the only way in.
Are there any windows to look through?
Give me a perception roll, please. From where you currently are, it is extremely hard to tell. You would definitely have to get closer.
Ooh, random question.
Mm-hmm.
If I say had already had, this is about the feats. If I already had observant,
Yep.
like the old observant, I couldn't take the new observant as well, could I?
No. You could get rid of the old one and update it with the new one if you like. Because I gave you that feat a while ago. That was just... that was a one-off, one session, and you were rewarded with that. Since then, 2024 has came out, so if you want to get rid of that one and update it, by all means.
No, that makes sense. Just checking.
Yeah.
Although it's a shame because that would have given me a stupidly high passive.
Gotcha. Annie, you can do the same with the alert feat. I don't know if it's different from... Was it alert I gave you or athlete? I think it was athlete.
Athlete, yeah.
Athlete. If you wanted to up that into the 2024, I don't know if there's any difference, but I'll leave that up to you. Yep. But with those rolls, you don't see anything here. You know, even your passive, you'd be able to tell I'd have to get a little bit closer. And light-wise, level your daylight here, just to let you know. Which will screw Shadowclaw a little. So, what would you guys like to do?
I think Clark is still gonna just hold on to Thora's leg.
Okay.
How tall is the tower?
You're about 35 feet in the air.
Okay, I can survive that. I was just going to jump off.
Okay. You should
Or
be able to
start
move.
walking around dragging.
Okay. You should be able to move your token now. I think I fixed it.
Nope.
No! Come on. I
can't
have
move my-
updated this so many times.
I can move Shadow Claw, but I can't move mine. Oh, I got it.
Okay, let me try this one more time. Update default. Save.
Are these stairs right here?
That is a small little opening, and then that stairs, yes. The stairs to get down would be on this side or all the way over here, unless you decided to claw your way down or just jump. Okay.
Can I sneak over to the door?
I will take stealth rolls from here on out.
You
Can't
want
move
stealth
me
roll
either.
right now?
You can't move Thora again? Come on. Weird.
Nice, a natural 20.
Okay. Update, save. You should be good now.
Yeah, thank.
Okay. Was that a nat 20 or a dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 17s, 13s. Thora with an 8.
Or it's just like, hey guys, where are you going?
Pretty much. Okay.
And she does have an owlin attached to her
I know.
to her leg.
Yeah, she's like just dragging it like a little kid that's attached to their parent.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I love how no one disagrees with that.
Alric, you're going to get there first. So before anyone moves any other tokens, what are you looking for, Alric?
I'm going to look for a keyhole I can look through.
Okay.
Or if there's a window at the door, just look at that.
The doors themselves are iron. They look to be like still quite worn. The whole place here looks like quite demolished, like something's exploded out. Even the door itself, it's not really on its hinges too well, so you can actually see a little bit inwards. You could also hear a little bit of things from the inside with your lovely stealth. So I will take a... What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Goblin, and Peascant.
You're going to hear growling and guttural language from a language you don't know. 2 distinct voices. But you don't see anything. But you do hear the thunk getting closer and closer.
Right, before it gets to me, I'm going to sort of scoot to the side. It looks like it drops down by the stairs.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be like a 5-6 foot drop.
Yeah, I'm just going to hop over there and just sort of hide in the corner in case it bushes through the door.
Okay. Anyone doing anything else? And do you have a Shadow Claw? Where would you like them? I'll let you move them.
Oh, yeah, I forget Shadow Claw.
There's now 7 of you.
Right. So I'm looking for what he can do, can't do. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go look around in this building over here.
Okay.
Can get in.
There is a door that is kind of pretty much been bashed in or broken. Hard to tell. Looks like in there was an old like stable. So a lot of old rotted hay that's left. Couple corpses of whatever animal was currently in there at the time. Doesn't smell the greatest either. It kind of smells like fresh manure.
I'm gonna ask Kerrigan. Do you smell that? Can you?
Yeah, he's
Is
not
that-
going in.
He's not going. He won't go in.
Nope.
Okay.
That is an overpowering sense for him, and he wants no part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, if you could tell if it was new or old.
Nope.
Okay.
Thora's gonna go and be like, "What's up with him? Why does he not want to go in there?"
It smells really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can go check it out. I can hold my breath indefinitely.
Yeah, this is true. You can. Yeah, a very big pile of shit, fresh.
It's a big fresh pile of shit, guys. So I don't know what it's from, but it's fresh and it's big.
You definitely
Yeah, I
keep
think
hearing
Clark-
thump.
Clark would have let go before she actually.
Ooh.
He don't want to have anything to do with shit.
Yeah. Well, you guys.
Nation.
While you guys are there, you all of a sudden hear nothing. Alric, from your position, you just hear more. Whatever was moving stopped, and now they're arguing. Maybe you'd be able to tell two of them are talking, maybe to each other, but you still don't understand what it is. I will take a history roll from you if you can try and figure it out. Or an intelligence, one or the other.
I'll happily try.
Might be something you've heard once before. That maybe they're rare, but you might have heard something come through town once. You might have heard Kargath speak this language a few times, but you're not too sure exactly what it is. Thora, now that you're getting a little closer, I will take a perception roll from you, please. With advantage because you have other people telling you what's going on.
Quick question, DM. Did we get a rest after we leveled, or was that before we leveled?
You've already slept again since then, so you've had a long rest coming up to today. The only thing
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh, 22 perception. They are definitely talking. One is talking in Giant, the other is talking in Orcish. You will notice that they are complaining to each other. One of them is going, "Oh, food getting scarce. Yes, but we can't leave. I know we can't leave. Stupid gnome. Stupid secret. We must protect his secret. We've gone over this. No one must enter." The other one's just going to say, "I know, but I'm so bored. Wait. I smell... What is that?" And then you don't hear anything. You do, however... Well, you don't hear them talking. Can I have a dex save from you, please, at the door? As you see, I rolled extremely well. He rolled a nat 20 on his perception check. Bursting off, yeah, you're not going to take any damage. Bursting out of this lovely door is something I will take history rolls from everybody, please.
Where's all my rolls?
Hal! Hal, you know this is an Etten.
Oh.
But not any other, not your normal type of Etten. This one's called the Demogorgon.
Oh.
Your nat 20 tells you his names. This is Emmanuel and Hebediah. They are old, they are ancient, they are supposed to be locked up in a prison up at the tower. Someone has let him out and put him here as a guard. Extremely
You're gonna
dangerous.
see Hal dance on his tippy toes, shaking his hands, being like,
The nat
Excited because he's read about them for so long in his books.
Yes. You would also know with the nat 20, don't look him in the face at all. You need to
Which
fight
I'll
him
go out of it.
with your backs turned. And we can roll initiative.
Yeah, I'll let everyone know that last bit. But you'll see me all giddy that I actually know something. My studies has finally paid off.
Forgot to select my token. No, I guess I did.
So we all see the most horrific monster we've ever seen, and Hal is happy.
Cal is happy. On a good
He
note.
finally knows
Oh,
something.
shit. Okay. On a good
My studying all those years in that goddamn library is starting to pay off.
not 147.
147?
17, Brandon. Come on. 17. 17.
It's like, what?
He rolled
I'm
an 8.
not casting.
He's got a -1 initiative, but I rolled well.
I was like, I am never casting a deck save on him.
So that is, who are we missing? Shadowclaw.
Shadowfall, 1 sec.
Okay. Nice. So, I need everyone to let me know if you
Now, with him being, like, knowing not to look him in the face, is that because of his eyes?
Yes. With a nat 20, you would know that he has the ability to... Well, they have the ability to do something if they can make eye contact with somebody. They have the ability to control them or try to.
Okay.
It is basically, yes. So who's ever, you're going to want to flank him if you can. He's currently in the doorway. He is bigger than the doorway. He pretty much like smashes the entire thing through. Thora, you are up. Are you looking this thing in the face? That's all I need to know. This would have happened quickly.
As soon as I saw it, I would have yelled it out and then got giddy.
Yeah. You would have been staring him in the face when he came through.
Okay.
So I'm going to let you decide whether or not you had time to close your eyes, or what are you doing? It's your turn.
I mean, I'm not very smart. I don't know. I mean, I would obviously like to say, yeah, I closed my eyes before. I mean, if I was warned that
Yep.
that I needed to close my eyes, then I would have.
Beautiful. It is up to you. If you have your eyes closed, you will be attacking at disadvantage unless you rage. Then you will be just a straight roll.
Yes, I will rage.
Beautiful. I need a D100 from you, please. And let's see if we can get something fun.
Come on, 57.
57. 1 sec. I need to find where I put your thing. Where is it? Come on. 57. Alright, maybe that page. Sorry, I have about 500 bookmarks. Did I pull this up? I can't. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So, I did move it up. 57. What is the fun thing with a 57? Oh. Well, this is a fun one. Your weapon, one of them, I'll let you choose, gains the dancing quality for the duration of your rage. It gains a flying speed of 30 feet, and it can attack one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. It uses your attack modifier, ability modifier, and damage rolls. While it hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly 30 feet to another spot. As part of the same bonus action, you can cause the sword to attack one creature. So basically, your new lovely Hal's Legacy can fly, and you have both hands available to do whatever you want with them, and your bonus action is to swing the weapon. So you can still use your action and use it, but your weapon basically is hovering now, and you magically control it. That's a fun one.
Well, all right.
57 was a fun one. I'm going to copy and paste this one.
Yes.
Because there's a lot.
Okay. So
it's basically just a regular weapon but if you wanted to like grapple something with both hands and then hit it with your weapon, you can.
So it works kind of like a spiritual weapon, but it's an actual weapon.
Yes.
all right.
It's a talking robot head flying weapon.
Terrifying.
It is.
All right. Well, let's see. Well, since I've already used my bonus action for rage this time, I'm just going to go up to him at this point over here.
Okay.
Would that be flanking?
He's considered large, so yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Alric is technically on the ground, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the ground.
Then
Okay.
you're not flanking this round.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to try out Hell's Legacy and see what's
Beautiful.
going on with that. But I'm not going to hit him.
No, not with a 10. It's your first swing.
And it just starts talking to me, and I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to fight right now.
That thing is huge. What is that thing?
Shut up.
I don't want to shut up. Ooh, it's windy up here.
Oh. Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah, you don't have 2 attacks yet, do you?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Do you? Okay, that's what I thought.
I forget. I'm used to playing a rope that
I
will
know.
never do anything. Alright. Well, I'm like, alright, this time we're gonna do it right, okay?
I shall try. It's your arm. The 19 will hit.
Alright, let's try.
Two-handed, so 10 damage plus your... So 10 damage, perfect.
Yep. That's better. Thank you.
Beautiful. Anything else for Thora?
Nope.
Perfect. Hal, you're up.
I'll move forward 10 feet.
Okay.
Just going to double check I have to cast it at this level. I cast Banishment.
Okay. That's definitely one you're going to have to look at him to make sure you hit.
But I don't have to look at his face. I could still look at his feet.
Yes. But he's got
And
2
when
heads.
No, that's not his eyes, wouldn't I?
One head is focused on Thora, the other is scanning the scene. You would be definitely in the path of that.
Yeah.
So I would need a wisdom save, please. It's not a high DC. Perfect. You just hit the DC. You're good.
Cool. And then can I get a charisma save, please?
Highly possible.
Of 16.
What are you trying to do again? Sorry, it's got a few immunities.
Banishment.
Banish. Can you roll me a... just post it for me? I can't remember that one, where it sends me. Okay. Charisma. I'm assuming an 11's not going to work.
No, 16.
Okay. you see this thing just miraculously disappear.
Now, with my net 20, do I know what it was?
It is definitely just a giant.
So it'll be back in 1 minute.
Correct.
Which I will inform everybody. We have 1 minute to get ready, guys. He will be back in 1 minute. So we can either run or prepare.
Can we get inside and lock it out?
Well, he
It's
did walk through the
it's
door last
kind
time.
of destroyed the door.
Will it reappear where it was?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's light a bonfire beneath his feet then.
Well, now we can stand, we can prepare, flank it, get behind it, get the damage dealers behind so they can actually look at it and not take disadvantage.
You have about 30 seconds to decide.
At the 50-second mark, I'd also like to cast another 4th level spell,
Okay.
and that's going to be Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
So about climbing speed, can I climb up to the roof?
Yep.
Right. I'm gonna cast, when it arrives, I'm gonna cast that darkness. Just high enough so its head's in the darkness. So we can't see anyone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good. Oh, it's just a giant. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be Fey or Celestial because it was ancient.
I know.
Mhm.
Or a Fiend, so then it would never come back.
Yeah, it's just like a magical giant. What is the radius again on spiritual weapon, spiritual guardian? Is it a
30,
20
I
foot?
think. 15.
15.
So I'll
foot?
get within range.
Okay.
I just don't know exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. I will. Put
Can you
it
please
on-
leave it pink?
Oh, you want a pink again? All right.
I'm going to play that I forgot about changing it.
Beautiful.
I've just auto-casted from the last time I cast it.
Okay. Pink template.
You said it was bright, right?
Yes.
Right. Even in, say, the shadows.
Oh, sorry. You said 20 or 10?
15.
15. I was wrong both times. 15 foot
I thought it was 20.
Perfect. So yes. Anyone setting anything else up? Where do you want Shadowclaw? Still on top?
Let's see. I think I'll move him a bit closer. Just confirming, say if there was a shadow on the map, say.
It'd be inside, not on top. It'd be in. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you'd be able to. Technically, yes, that would work. The shadow from the sun.
Dim light. Cool.
Yep.
So anywhere I can see a shadow, I can't count as dim light.
Correct.
Right.
Yep.
Cool.
Since we have a minute to prepare, would it be presumptuous to say I want to prepare an action for when it reappears?
You'd be able to hold an action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like to ready something to go off when it appears.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the whole point of this, is so we could all get like a first
Yeah.
round on them.
Yeah, so if I can hold a witch bolt to go off at it when it comes back, that would be awesome.
Beautiful.
And I'd also like to prepare a level 1 spell, level 2 spell? A level 2 spell to go off, which I expect him to pass.
Okay. Perfect. He might not.
Blindness and deafness.
He might not last as long as I thought he was going to. I like banishment. Okay. You pretty much have now before he comes back. So you
I'm gonna
immediately.
dip for a second. I'll
Yep.
be back in seconds.
By all means. So yeah, you cast your lovely Spirit
Frolicking.
Guardians.
We're frolicking again.
Yes.
I forgot to change it. I just auto-casted from memory, and memory was this.
Okay. Those of you who are near him, as soon as he appears, he is large, so you might get shunted 5 feet. We'll just say where you guys are should work. looks quite angry. Luckily, he has the incapacitated, so he couldn't prep anything. However, though, he's definitely looking straight on the ground as soon as you guys, when he comes out. He'd be looking exactly where he was before. Darkness, he can see through. That is fine. I will put that out.
I also want to cast blindness and deafness on him at level 2. It's a 16 con save.
Okay, one sec. Darkness is a 20-foot radius.
Yes.
Just on his heads, I assume, so nobody else.
Cast it like so. Its origin is in the air.
He's right in.
So it comes. Yes, it comes down to like just 5 feet above the ground. So he's top of him is in darkness. His feet aren't.
Okay, that's fine. He has blind sight. Not that you know that.
Of course, he has blind sight.
Of course, he does.
Does blind sight work for
magical darkness?
for eye contact.
Oh,
It is a sense. It's not a eyesight.
yeah, he's got magical gaze, so it is technically him looking at. So, if anyone else was in the darkness and couldn't like see eye to eye, so you have this just at his head. So technically, if they can't see his eyes, I think. I don't know how that would work. So it basically says the Yetton turns its magical gaze towards one creature it can see within 120 feet. That target must make a wisdom save. Unless the target is incapacitated, it can avert its eyes to avoid the gaze and to automatically succeed the save. The target does so, it can't see the Yetton until the start of the Yetton's next turn. If the target looks at the Yetton in the meantime, it must immediately make the save. So it can see through darkness, but you can't. But it's the one doing the spell. So I would think the gaze would still work.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Can I cast blind on him? The last part of what I've written in the text.
Sorry, one sec. I'm on 4 different screens. Blind. Can you post blind for me?
I have. It's the bottom paragraph.
Oh, beautiful, thank you. Let me just look up the blinded condition. I don't know if having... Oh, it's just blindsight. He's not immune to being blinded. So, yes, I need to roll a what? Wisdom?
16 con.
Con's
So I
better.
expect him to pass.
That's a nat 20, sir. He's good.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that's Hal done. Clark, what are you doing? You held something, did you not, for Clark?
No,
No.
I have not held anything.
Shadowclaw, anything?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can find it. Actually, how high is this roof here? I forgot to ask. Sorry.
The roof of where you are would be about the same as the guard tower, so probably 30.
Right, so we are in fact above. Him.
He's large. It doesn't really say how, so I would assume he still has heads at your level.
Is at our level.
Giant, he'd be about 20, so you'd have a 10 foot maybe. 5 or 10 feet. Yeah, it actually doesn't say size-wise, it just says large. But he's technically on the stairs, so his head would definitely be almost in striking reach.
Right. Yeah, in which case, Shadowclaw is going to try and do Soul Drain.
Okay.
I need a 13 DC Constitution save.
12.
Fails. 2d8 necrotic, 1 sec. What's the damned command?
Bum, bum. 6? Okay.
6 damage.
Beautiful.
That breaks his invisibility.
Yes. Yes.
But he's gonna bonus action shadow step away to, I think he can make one of the shadows over here.
Okay.
And round the corner so he's out of line sight.
Okay. Annie, you're up.
All right. So did my ready to action would have gone off when he appeared, right?
Yes, that's what this is.
Oh, this is the ready actions. Okay.
Yep. Still need to roll to hit. And are you looking at him?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, absolutely not.
It'd be a disadvantage.
Well, I mean, if his head's in darkness, can I look at his at his waist?
It's him looking at everything in the general vicinity. So technically you're under him, he's looking at Hal. I'll say you're good this round.
Okay.
Yep.
Typo.
Ooh, that'll hit.
Okay.
19.
Just 10 lightning, but then where did it go? Go away. On each of my turns after that, it automatically deals 1d12.
Oh, so
more
that's why I
lightning.
did that. Okay, perfect. Sounds good. You'd be able to tell so far, no matter what you guys have done to him, he's taken everything.
Okay.
He's just absorbing all of it. Like it's all going through. He's not resistant to anything. Alric.
You said the shadow darkness was up, right?
The darkness is up, yes.
Right.
But it's only
Even
on
though-
his head, so everyone underneath him can still hit him. Clark, I think, was up top with you, or are you on the ground, Clark?
Clark is on the ground.
Okay, perfect. So it's just you up top there, Alric.
But I can see through magical darkness, so
Sure can.
I'm going to make use of the fact that it ends about 40 feet in the air now.
Okay.
And I can teleport into that end.
Okay.
So I want to be in the air above him. It
Okay.
should be enough of a drop downwards
Yep.
to trigger Charger. I took the Charger feat.
Nice. Okay.
I'm going to drop kick him.
Okay. I like that. And at least his heads are not looking at you, so you're good there.
I mean, why on earth would they look up?
I know, right? 21 will hit.
Right, nice. That's 10 damage plus a d8.
Okay. Okay.
2.
Perfect. Anything for Kerrigan, because that would have been your whole held action. Kerrigan doing anything?
I want to. I put him down there behind the thing.
Yep. He doesn't have to.
How high up is that from where I put him?
It's about a 6-foot jump.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell him through the collar.
Yep.
Don't look at it. Don't look it in the eye.
Perfect.
And can he just run and try to bite its foot or something?
Yeah, he's technically bonded to you, so you can tell him exactly where to go. It will be technically a straight roll because he will be flanked.
Cool.
And he's got senses. He doesn't need his eyes. He can smell his way there.
Cool. So let's try to bite him.
Okay. That'll hit.
Oh, I just click things that I don't think I meant to.
Oh, sorry, that was his bite, actual. So, yeah, that'll hit 23. Ooh, for 8. Perfect.
And then for his second attack, he's going to try to
He only gets 1 with a held action.
This was the... I still am not grasping. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh,
yep,
actually, sorry. Yes, you only get the one... I think you only get the one attack with the held action.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just a quick, and then once we go through everything, we go back to initiative.
I'm on now. I apologize.
Okay, so Thora, you have your held action now, and then it's your attack. No, sorry. Yeah, we would go back to regular initiative. So yes. Thora, you can take your held action, and then your action. And see if this guy lasts before he can do something.
Alright, well, let's try to not let that happen.
You're getting there.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah, a nat 20 with Hal's Legacy. So he's a 2d6, so it's going to be 12 to base, plus the... Two-handed, he is... Why is it only showing a 1d10? He should be a 2d6.
Wasn't that extra? When attacking constructs?
No, I thought it was a 2d6 base. I'll have to look.
It says 1d8.
The 1d8 base, 2d6 on
It's a
constructs.
Okay. Oh, that's what it was. Thank you. So
Or a
it'll
creature
be-
with mechanical or magical enhancements.
So it's a 1d10 for a two-handed, so it's 10 plus what you rolled. So 14.
Oh.
So 24, 26, 27, 28 with rage. 28 damage with rage. He didn't like that. You can do your second attack.
That's what I'm talking about, Robot Cow. Let's go.
He's just gonna go nom 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 nom. Yeah, I'll have to double check, but I thought I made that a 2d6 weapon base. Maybe not. I might be thinking something else. I have made so many weapons. So that was your held attack.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have your full attack.
Yep, so I rolled a 19 on that one.
Okay, that'll hit.
For
So for 8 damage. Perfect.
4 damage. And then I'm going to hit him again.
Okay. Maybe down to...
But I'm not.
Nope. He's definitely bloodied now, though.
Does he have advantage? Because we've got to be flanking in amongst all this.
Oh, sorry. Yes, you are definitely flanking. So your first attack, you can roll again.
Okay.
Roll twice. Well, we'll roll with advantage. The 20 will hit. But you can roll to see if you crit again.
Right. Uh-oh.
22. It'll still hit.
Alright. 12 more damage.
Oof.
Yeah, Robot, how we're doing it.
Hal! Hal, you're up.
Spells.
He's starting to look like shit.
Can I get a wisdom save, please, from Toll the Dead?
Ooh. Ooh, I actually might pass. 16.
6. Yeah, beats it.
Perfect.
And then I can still cast the normal spell, because that would have been...
No, yeah, Hal's Legacy should be doing 2d6 bludgeoning. So maybe I didn't change... Because it's a Warhammer, Warhammers don't do 2d6. Only longswords do, but I changed it. So I think I need to... There should be a spot instead of... when you roll for your damage, if you click the weapon itself and open them up, it should be a 2d6 there that you can click on. I might have to change that. But he should be doing 2d6 damage, not 1d10 or 1d8. He's a warhammer, but he acts like a greatsword.
I'll cast spiritual weapon as well.
Okay. That will drop you. Oh, sorry. How much damage from the spiritual guardians? Have I done that yet?
No, it started his turn.
Right. Thank you.
Or when they enter it. So he would have entered it coming back into this dimension.
Yes. So you can roll me that.
And
he needs what? Does he save on that?
Yeah, 16 wisdom.
Ooh.
Is that gonna...
That's a 15.
Okay. Is it gonna do the damage for me? No, it's not.
Weird.
Because I can't cast it because I've got no more spells, but it's not limited to the damage. So that's 17.
Oof. Okay.
And then I will summon a level 2 magic weapon. Nope.
Okay.
Spiritual weapon. I think it's 3.
Beautiful. There you go.
And it will attack when it summons with a 16.
16 will hit. Low AC.
Is it coming through? There we go, 16. 6 damage.
Beautiful. It's looking like shit, guys.
And then I'm in my turn.
Cleric!
All right. Clark.
Do I have enough health to do one thing?
Maybe.
Are you looking at it, Cleric?
No, I'm behind it.
Okay.
So
it doesn't see you then. You're good.
And I am going to need a dex save of 15 for spray of cards.
Ooh, dex save. It's terrible at those. I rolled a 15, but he's got a -1, so 14.
Oh, good, because it was a 15. All right.
I love it.
So, yeah, we're casting this at 4th level, so that's a total of 25 damage. As you see Clark, as this thing appears in front of him, he's like, oh no, and he shoots his wings forward, and you see like the old 52 pickup, all the cards just go as it hits him in the bum.
Nice. That's awesome. Thora, you definitely hear this creature just going, I think we're failing at our mission. The other one's going, well, I know, but there's really nothing we can do about it now. Plus, we're hungry. The little one looks like he might feed us.
He wants to eat us, guys, but them, I don't know, failing at their mission, and they're supposed to be protecting something, and it's the secret. That's what they're protecting, and they're not doing a very good job. So keep throwing those things at them.
Should we find out what the secret is?
Well, yeah,
Well, we can't do that if we kill him.
but maybe the secret's in the building.
Anything else for Clark?
I don't think so.
Okay. Shadowclaw. He's, if you could tell, he's almost single digits. This thing's torn to shreds.
I don't think there's much he can do. Although the darkness is still up, so you can teleport essentially onto him.
Okay.
He doesn't have the resistance of falling, so I can't drop him on
Okay.
it. Yes, Bugs. He's gonna get a multi-attack.
Okay.
That's 1 claw, 1 bite. Let's see if I can get this to work. That's a natural 1, so no.
That was the damage. That didn't roll.
No,
Oh, sorry,
no,
it
that
did.
D20 plus
Right,
6.
I see it now. Yep.
No.
Nope. Whatever he tries to do, maybe in the process of maybe he's been used to having your extra weight on him, but yeah, he pretty much like almost falls off this thing and like tries to barely hold on.
He gets 2 attacks, and that's also a no.
His hide is too thick.
Anyway, he was sort of scamper away down the down him,
Okay.
and maybe retreat into the building a bit, just enough to be out of.
Yeah,
immediate
that's okay. It's not taking a.
Nope.
It can actually take a reaction for the first time.
Oh,
Because now someone actually went out of his range. 27 to hit Shadow Claw?
I think that hits. Yes.
Yeah. For 13 bludgeoning. Sorry, piercing damage from a Morning Star that this thing's holding. But on a good note, his back is turned. But on a bad note, it is finally his turn to do something.
Can I get a wisdom save, please?
Right. Okay. This might kill him. That is a 16, sir. Rolled a nat 16.
Take half.
Ooh.
5
that's still-
damage.
Okay. Well, he's at 5 health. That might have almost killed him. I can do something. Yay! Who to do it on and what to do. Okay. Well, who's pissed him off the most?
The dude that banished him.
Yeah.
The dude that-
So I need Kerrigan, Hal, and Annie to make me a Constitution saving throw as one of the heads reaches back, inhales deeply, and does a cold breath on you.
On save?
Yes, please.
If this. Oh no.
Ah, sakes. Ignore that one.
Oh,
Oh, actually. Is it? Did it come through as an advantage? Yeah.
it did, yes.
Yeah, so I said ignore it.
Okay.
Because, Warcaster's on.
Gotcha. So,
So there you go. So I rolled just a standard 15 plus 5.
beautiful. So, Annie and Hal are taking half. Kerrigan's taking the full damage of 10d8 cold damage.
Yeah.
Brr.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Technically 5, because he's large.
Can I get a strength save, please?
Is this before or after?
After the damage.
Okay, so Kerrigan's taking 45. The rest of you are taking 22.
Kerrigan's down.
That is a nat 20 for a strength save. 25.
I don't know why.
What do I roll for concentration?
Actually,
Just a straight d20, and you add your
killed
Constitution
him.
save.
Take half.
Nice. Good reaction. Okay.
I have to take damage for it to work within 10 feet of me. On a success, take half damage.
Nice. So you guys see one of the heads reach back, breathe a cone of cold over 3 of your companions. You see one of them go down and turn partially to ice. But then Hal does something, and you all see this lovely two-headed Demogorgon slowly drop his morning star, fall to his knees, and just, Thora, you're going to hear them both go, but we're hungry.
Oh.
I dropped Spirit Guardian.
Hungry,
so
alright? They were just hungry. Can you blame them?
Look at Kerrigan!
I dropped Spirit Guardian so fast.
All right. Nice
Clark,
job, guys.
I think-
You screwed me completely. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And he's just gonna yell, Clark!
Yep.
And I was just going to say, Clark would run immediately to Kerrigan,
Mm-hmm.
and cast Healing Word, so he gets 10 HP back
Thank you.
to bring him back. And he is actually going to, because he now has the feat where he can
Mm-hmm.
the ritual caster. So
Yes.
he's immediately going to use that to cast Speak with Animals, and ask Kerrigan, "You okay, buddy? You okay?"
While he's casting it, does anyone else need healing?
You guys, I don't think took much damage except at the end.
Shadow Claw could do with quite a bit of healing.
True. Yeah, you'll have a cat Sith kind of limp towards you and grudgingly, pretty much just look at you and go, "Please."
Alright, I'll cast Prayer of Healing, which does 6 people, which is why I was asking.
Okay.
But, so everybody gets 17 points,
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
but it goes to 6 people, so...
Thora doesn't need anything, so.
No, Clark is already at max.
Yeah, you guys did great.
Yeah. I knew that some didn't get touched, but I knew some did. So everyone got 17.
Banish.
Because I can
guys.
only do 6 people, so someone had to miss out.
Yep.
But that's still a level 2 spell,
Yep.
I think. A 3rd level.
Yep. Perfect.
Brandon, are you Kerrigan's voice?
Yes. Sorry. I missed the question. Sorry.
I just, as Clark is, notice him come back up. He asks, "Are you okay?"
Oh, hey, buddy. That was something. It smelled weird.
Yeah.
Needed to be done. Thank you. I
So-
think I met him once. Long time ago. Well, for him, long time is in cat years. It's kind of odd, but
You met him?
He used to be in a dungeon. Used to be locked away.
did a trip with Chester once when I was pup. He went to visit. Thought he smelled familiar. Just wrong.
And as Kerrigan's saying this, Clark will kind of repeat it out loud so everybody hears. And he's going to look at Andy. Did you know about this?
Maybe?
You can give me a history roll.
I had no idea.
A 12's enough to know. You spent time with Chester. He is Marzel's and Lady Tandrin's head security. If there's an issue or anything, or he'd definitely travel a lot to make sure those that are locked up where they should be stay locked up where they should be.
So So if anyone needs to pass on information that we found someone that's not where they're meant to be to Jester, we probably should.
And we've actually been going quite a while, so let's go for break now. And I know how you need to go early.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got
So
working.
that's what I figured. This is a good place to take a quick break. And then how long, Alric, are you good for? Perfect. Yeah, Thora for Hal's Legacy. So under the actions, it still does say for some reason 1d8 plus 4, 1d10 plus 4. It actually, if you open up the weapon and click on the 2d6 bludgeoning, you might have to do that until I fix the weapon. Or roll regular dice, but it's going to be 2d6 plus 4. And then an additional 1d6 lightning if it's like a construct, basically. Or if it's got like magical enhancements. So if something's wearing like a magical breastplate or something like that, it'll also do the 1d6 lightning to that also.
Okay,
Anything
dokie.
magical, yeah. Yeah. I think it's because I did it as a warhammer. Even though it is technically a warhammer, but the damage wise I wanted it to do the same as a greatsword. Yeah. Better odds anyway. Cool. Well, if everyone's back, do we have Alric?
I'm muted. Yep.
Perfect. Forward, back. All right. So, you guys are currently in the remains of a lovely Etten who Hal knew to be called the Demogorgon, but it's something that it gave itself its name, even though it is actually Emmanuel in Hebediah as the two heads. They called themselves the Demogorgon. What would you like to do?
Well, I take it there's not too much loathing on something of like that, right? So I would
Give me
search
an
it for
investigation roll, please.
investigation.
Yes, please.
Oh, where did my sheet go? There it is. God damn it! It was on a 16 and rolled to a 6.
Its head,
No.
one of its heads, and even probably its toes are bigger than you. That's what an 8 gets you, sir. He's a big boy. He's got a little bit of clothing on. What would the rest of you like to do?
Let's go back to looking around.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to go into the door where he came out of.
Beautiful. Okay. What's Alric doing?
I'll have a look if this guy had any pockets, and if he did, he's going to rifle them.
Beautiful. Okay. I'll take an investigation from all three of you, please. Of course, Alric gets
Nat
the
20.
20. All right. Yeah, if you want Hal to do anything, let me know. I just have his character sheet up. Thora, do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Okay. You can see what looks to be at the beginning, like at the main entrance. Kind of looks like he set himself up with... This is kind of like his bedroom area. So whatever mattresses or anything that looked comfortable that was left in this place whenever he was left here, he's pretty much put in a big pile. Beside that is a massive pile of bones. Kind of like what's outside. It's a wide variety. I will take a history roll from you, please.
Yeah.
Annie, the doors to your left and right, pretty much everything here has been smashed. on the outside. There's really nothing of value that you can see other than the crossbows. If you're going up there, they kind of, I was surprised you guys didn't use them. They did have bolts and they would have been functional, but your guys worked too. You don't really notice anything major in your general vicinity. Alric, on the Demogorgon.
Yes.
The nat 20 you will notice that he had like a big sack around his entire like double head. It is dripping blood. It's bigger than you. But it looks like he had some sort of pouch that was like on a like vines pretty much just hanging around him. It is bigger than you are. Did you want to look inside?
I was going to take a peer inside. Maybe cut it off and like drag it away from the body slightly.
Okay. It definitely weighs more than you, so I'll need a strength roll, please, to see if you can move it. Yeah. Or athletics, either will work.
Oh yes, I think I'll take that. Otherwise I had a -1.
Okay. Of course, get another nat 20. For some reason, somehow, you guys see a 5-pound brownie drag something that's at least 100 pounds. Easily. He's definitely got a few biceps, maybe for being a monk. Inside, you will find a collection of trophies. Eyeballs from wyverns, hearts from wyverns, pretty much anything he liked and collected from the things he killed and ate, he put in his pouch.
Alric is disgusted by this. But also intrigued. I was going to rifle through to see what the demigorgon considered nice.
Okay, can I have a Constitution save, please, from you? The stench is ridiculous because these are rotted and turning to liquid goo. 20's my DC.
Dirty 20.
The 20 is my DC for you not to immediately heave your entire guts out. Yeah. You can do whatever you like, but you have a pouch that is made out of some sort of skin.
Right, I'll move out of the corner.
Okay.
He's just going to spend time rifling through.
Okay.
Apparently unbothered by the stench.
The only other thing he had in his possession was a very massive morning star. Looks like it was handcrafted for him specifically. It's bigger than all of you. Even Thora would have a hard time trying to pick it up because it's about the size of her.
She's still gonna try, and she's like,
Okay.
yeah, screw it.
You probably could at least lift it, but using it, it definitely weighs more than you. All right. Anything else you guys want to do at the inside of this place? You'd be able to tell the inside, like you are basically, now that where you currently are, you're definitely from here on inside the mountain. Or one of them, anyway. There's no skylights, everything in here. You'd be able to see that there's hardly any light inside. No torches are lit. So if you don't have any dark vision, you'd have to stay like near Hal because he is just like glowing all the time. He's got pretty much 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim full time because he can just cast light. So you'd at least be able to see.
Good thing Clark has 120 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, Hal doesn't. That's why he lights himself up. He's got none. So yeah, the entire interior of this place, as soon as you come through, is pretty much the this Etten has kept himself here. He's made the entrance his basically docile area. He did go outside to use the washroom, so at least he's somewhat intelligent. But yeah, the entire place, as soon as you come in, is trashed. He's pretty much like made a pile of this, a pile of this, a pile of this. It was basically his piles of everything. I will take perception rolls as you guys get through the front doors here, please.
Hey, finally, dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Couple nat ones, too. Clark! Maybe the rest are looking around at the piles. You notice coming through that a lot of the bones of some of the things are something you've probably never seen before. There's a wide variety of things here that you can't tell what they are. I'll take history rolls from everyone as Clark points these out for everybody.
You're right. I don't know what they are.
You don't know what they are. Annie and Alric, probably because you grew up in Marzel more than the rest of them. You definitely have heard stories growing up from maybe someone in your training that certain areas of this place, when you were first transported here, there were already some like inhabitants. You've met the Tritons, but the top side did have wildlife, particularly giant arachnids. You are seeing the bones of giant arachnids in here, and the 21 from Annie, I needed a 20. There's definitely something a little like an arachnid, but it's called a Cuthric. They are normally found on the planet in the Underdark.
You said Cuthric?
Cuthric. They are like spiders, but they're more insectoid. They are extremely good at digging tunnels.
Interesting.
Through rock and stone. They, with the 21, they technically usually work sometimes alongside the drow, which you've heard of, but there's none on here. There's none on Luna 1 that you know of.
No drow or no Cuthric?
You've never, you know what drow are, but you've never seen them here.
Okay. Are there any signs that there would be those Cuthric here?
Dead ones, yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Can we tell how long they've been dead?
I will take a nature roll, please. And 18's enough to be able to tell quite a while. Like, hard to tell, but 15 years-ish, maybe in and around there.
Oh, interesting. Okay. But not like hundreds of years, so maybe
No.
some earthquake? Okay.
Yeah, most things have been 15 years almost for you guys.
Funny how that works. All right.
Right. The inside of the place looks like this would hold, you'd probably know like 200, maybe 300 people. This is the main keep. So this is, you know that the mine's further down, but this was like pretty much a home that was completely abandoned, and this Etten has pretty much ripped this entire place apart, and anything he thought was now his, he just put in a pile. The majority of this place is now just littered with bones of whatever he's been eating. And by now you are... That didn't take too long. Literally a couple minutes after you guys got here. Your portal is still outside, as a reminder. You're still probably like 8:30 in the morning.
I think Clark wants to investigate a little deeper.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah. See if he can find any interesting things in the mine.
Beautiful. Well, I will move you... Yep, sorry, go.
The fountain out front, does that have water in it?
It does have a little bit of flowing water, yes. You'd be able to tell it's probably his water source.
It's going to wash off in there after digging through the pouch.
Okay. It is definitely full of whatever he was. There's a lot of bits.
Ew.
It can't be worse than what was in the pouch.
Probably not. There is like a good spout coming through. Must be some sort of water. It is definitely fresh water, not salt. Somehow. But yeah.
Annie and Kerrigan would follow Clark and keep up the going.
Okay.
But what did we say? Right's the right way? Or whichever way we decided.
You guys always went right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The right is right. Beautiful. You'd be able to tell that there's really only one or two paths to go left. He's demolished this entire place. So wherever there were stairs, he's tried to crawl up, couldn't get up there, and just went through those, like the ceiling itself. So the only really route left is to the back, and you got to keep going straight. So there's like pretty much as soon as you come through, he's just tore this place apart. And you would be able to tell that from where he was walking around when you guys first caught him, he had to dash to come to you guys when he went through the door, which is why he did not get an attack as soon as he came through. So yeah, eventually you guys find yourselves in a... I will move you over to the new map. Lovely open area. A little bit of a skylight coming through. Looks like they've carved out a little piece just to let a little bit of light through. And you see more bodies in front of a very, very large mine shaft. A whole bunch of mine carts that have a little bit of ore left in them that are spilled over. One large ballista pointing to the entrance. There's nothing left in it. It is pretty much destroyed and rotten. The majority of the bodies, on the other hand, are fairly big. Humanoid-ish. I will take history rolls from everyone, please. If you can... Or, sorry, medicine or history to see if you can figure out what they are. Not bad. Annie, I'll roll for Hal. Actually, sorry, he's better at medicine, so that would be still not enough. Annie, you're the only one who can really put together a few of them. The majority of these are giant-esque. They'd be more Goliaths, like Kargath. The odd corpse of, like, someone small, like dwarves. The majority of these ones here are larger.
Also seeming around 15 years.
Hard to tell with these ones. Maybe these ones would be a little bit different. These would be a little quite older. Like 75, 80.
Are there clothes or is it just bones?
For the most part, bones. Anything that he wanted has been stripped and in a pile inside.
Okay.
Yeah. The mind itself is too small for him to get through. So you'd be able to tell that he maybe came out here but was never allowed in. He was guarding what was inside.
Does it look like something that we would be able to fit through?
Yep. Wide open. It's just, it's only like 7 feet tall. 7 to 8 feet tall, about 10 feet wide. Looks like anything that had to get big in here had to crawl through. And he was just a little bit too big to come through, or he was told never to go in.
Seems like an odd place for a bunch of dead giants or Goliaths if they couldn't fit through the hole.
Or they were defending people coming out. Hard to tell. You do know something happened here with the journal that you have, that something was coming and everyone scattered.
Abe has a feeling he knows what's in that building, but Clark is going to go over and investigate that little shed.
Okay. The little shed pretty much looks... I'll take an investigation roll. I don't know. I don't think you'd really maybe know what's in it or what it is. Hard to tell.
Investigation. Nope. Don't know.
It's a broken, busted down shed. Why are these tokens not updating? Update?
Because we broke the game by killing the demo.
They should still automatically... I have updated this so many times. I say update token. I save the settings. I assign it to the player. I don't get it. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just delete and redo the entire thing. Yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
Is it possible to get the doors of the shed open?
This thing's been pretty much busted in. There are holes where you could see through. It just more looks like a guard post. Maybe like this is where they came in and said this how many's coming out. This is maybe like a little guard station or an office to keep track of the ins and outs of the mine.
So the check-in station.
Pretty much. Yeah. Like how much is coming out, mark it off. Okay, go. Yeah. Or keeping track of who's ever coming in and out of this place.
Yeah, the tag board.
Yeah.
All that.
Correct.
Well, shall we proceed in? This is rather disturbing, but we gotta find it.
We've come this far, we might as well.
Perfect. We will push on. You guys find yourselves in a mine tunnel. Let me guess. These tokens won't work either. No, why not? Let me delete you guys and print out the new ones. Let me know if you can
Whoops.
move them.
Mine, I can move mine.
Okay. Weird. I don't know.
Okay.
Should be
I've
the
been
same,
able
but...
to.
Yeah, I know yours has. It's just been Alric and Thora. So as soon as you guys come through the mine entrance, you see a wide variety of stuff. You see dead bodies, some big, some small. You definitely see something you've only heard of before. You see bales of rotten hay. You see carts that are tipped over. Some are empty. You also see a cannon, which is fairly new. Maybe circa 150 years, someone's finally figured out how to make a cannon. The majority of these are only on the Navy warships that patrol the waters. This is something that usually the Navy guards well. Whether or not they were allowed to have some because it's a mining area, it's hard to tell, but you've never seen one before. A wide variety of dead bodies, various sizes. Some look like the others, some look Goliath. There's a odd assortment here.
And Clark's gonna go over here and try to see what might be in these barrels.
They are rotted. Maybe at one point they had some sort of wool or something in there. Maybe it was packing material. It's really hard to tell because everything here has been just left to the elements for so long.
Understood.
Yeah.
Anything up in the wagon?
The wagon has a dead body with what looks to be a very big sword. That's meant for probably someone Kargas size.
Is it in really bad shape?
Give me a investigation roll on the sword. It's not your specialty, but 22 is enough to figure out it's just a standard greatsword.
Okay.
Nothing really magical about it because it does have a little bit of rust everywhere on it. You would know most magical items do not rust.
Okay. Oh well.
Anything in this card over here? It's not.
That one, for the most part, looks like it fell over on someone and crushed them. They are completely underneath it. The contents of that cart is pretty much like someone packed whatever they were taking in a hurry. So there'd be like some bedding, a little bit of clothes, a small trunk full of personal stuff.
Why would that kind of stuff be here in this mine?
That cart is full of raw ingots of ore. A little bit of everything. The cannon...
Alric was looking on the battle of the cannon.
Are you crawling in it?
You're just going to look inside.
Okay. Hasn't been used in a while. There's a handful of cannonballs that you would assume. There's nothing else around there. The inside looks a little cracked, little worn, but you're not too sure how it works because it's a cannon. But it is definitely pointed at a wall. This place is also... Sorry. Yeah. These walls are like 30, 40 foot tall. They've carved out a bunch in here.
Is there anything weird like in this corner because they're facing a cannon at a wall? Like that seems strange.
Give me a insight check on the wall, please.
Never mind.
The investigation will work too. One or the other. Maybe they're using the cannon for mining purposes. It's hard to tell. The cannon itself weighs like 700 pounds. It's hard to move. And if it's there for a reason, it had to have been there for a reason. Or maybe it just, you're not too sure.
Weird.
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser. All right.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to move on?
Yes.
Clark still would like to know why someone's personal items are in a mine instead of in a house.
Uh-huh. There is a massive bow that is bigger than Thora that looks to have been some sort of giant at one point. Maybe a tall orc. Hard to tell. Most things in here look rotted and like if you tried to use it, they'd fall apart. As we move on, you guys are now at the bottom. I'm pretty sure these tokens will maybe work for you. I don't know. No, why are they not updating? That's fine. I don't know why. I've done everything. I think I'll just delete everybody at one point and put you all back in. This one, on the other hand, is a little different. There's a massive forge to your right as soon as you come through. A few more cannons, a little bit smaller. Definitely more arachnids, with bodies of other people in around the arachnids. Lots of spider webs you're starting to see. Hard to tell if they're fresh or old. They've been undisturbed for quite a while. You're seeing carts full of ore now. And the cannons are pretty much in the location of spiders. Even most of the remains of the carcasses look like they're exploded. But the forge itself is cold. There is a small pile of unused gems on the side. You're getting to the point where you're starting to see something went wrong, and people died quickly and ran away quickly. Like they're almost ambushed by something.
Thora's just gonna start picking up all the gems.
Okay. You will find 300 gold worth of diamonds.
Okay.
200 gold worth of rubies. And 1,200 gold worth of sapphires. Looks like they were in some sort of chest that was knocked over and spilled out.
She's just going to hand them to whomever has the bag of holding. Be like,
That
Wait.
would be Hal, I believe. Nope.
Clark goes.
Clark.
hey buddy,
Clark
you
will
want
just-
to put these in the bag there? They seem to be worth a lot.
Clark will just hold the bag. Sure.
And she just plop, plop, plop.
Oh, what a relief it is. Oh, no.
Yeah. You might want to keep the diamonds for Hal eventually once he can revivify. I think he's the only one who can use them.
Got it.
All right. But yeah, that's really all you find in this area here. You get the sense that this was quickish, and that whatever people were doing, especially with the journal, you'd be able to tell they got out of here quick. Kerrigan and Shadowclaw are not enjoying the scents in here. Shadowclaw is pretty much telling you, Alric, to keep an eye on the roof. He just gets a sense of, like, his fur's on end. Same with Kerrigan. And you do
What?
see the remains of that thing. Give me a history roll, please. No idea. Yep, Clark, no idea. Let's see if Hal knows. Hal doesn't know. Thora doesn't know. Something has a wyvern feel to it a little. It's not as big as one. Annie, of course. This is definitely the remains of someone that's a rare species that you know of a few. Definitely the body of a dragonkin. You know of a couple in Marzel, Baverth being the main proprietor of one of the taverns. This is the remains of a dragonkin. There's never been that many of them here. Maybe 12 or 13 max. Maybe 2 bloodlines max. They are a rare sight. And you only know of 2 in Marzell right now. You're muted if you're talking, sorry.
I'm not sorry. I had to step away for a second.
That's okay. Did you hear what I said, though?
I heard that's the remains of a dragonkin, and there's only 2 in Marzell.
Correct. Perfect.
Okay. Crazy. How did they get down here?
Maybe they worked here? Hard to tell. There's a wide assortment of races on Luna 1.
Oh,
Your
fair.
ancestors were the outcasts that didn't want to deal with anybody.
So they're just rare, not necessarily
Rare,
like
yes.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. Anything else you guys want to do on this side? It pretty much looks like you'd be able to tell almost that the mine has had lots of collapses, and it's really only 1 or 2 paths that you can see. Majority is just 1 path with tiny little areas that lead to nothing.
Onward.
Perfect. There's a lot of maps. This is where the fun begins. You start to see the remains of full-sized wyverns in here. Whether or not they were helping or hindering, it is extremely hard to tell. But you are starting to see this place is starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys can move your tokens again. You also start to see more cannons. Most of them are starting to point in one area from the entrance. A lot more spider webs. Some of these are like the same before. Bigger, little bit bigger, but they'd almost like you'd be able to tell if you touched them, they'd fall apart. They're quite old. They're just there because no one's been here in a while. There's a couple more weapons on the ground, more people. Looks like falling debris was what killed the majority of these. And the thing in the middle here, I'll take a history roll on. If anyone wants to look at that thing. Annie, the 13's close. I'll do one for Hal. You have had one of them, well, 2 of them with you for a brief period of time. It's the remains of a moorbounder.
Oh.
Yep.
Are these weapons like normal humanoid size, or are they still giant?
Most of these are small humanoid sizes. They all look like they're in rusty repair. Nothing here is sparkling. Nothing here is shiny. It just looks like whatever they were using at the time, that's where it fell when they died.
All right, can I still grab one of these bows? Because I have no...
Yep. It's going to be, you'd need to repair it before you can use it, but it is definitely just a standard longbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these gems?
They give me an investigation to see if they're actually a gem or a part of the map.
Can I do the same thing for these over here?
Yes, by all means. The 16's enough to say yes, they are indeed whatever fell out of someone's pocket. Alric, there's nothing there. You try to reach it and grab it, but whatever it is, it's just shiny rocks. Annie, roll me a D100, please. I forgot there was other stuff in these maps. I had planned for the first one. You get 66 gold pieces. Quite old. Very old stamping. But yeah, 66 gold. And the creature in the middle is definitely a full-blown wyvern. That looks like it was crushed by something. Whether or not it was aggressive against these people, it's hard to tell.
How's Kerrigan feeling?
Pretty much the same, like hair on end. This is just more of a he's keeping close to you full time, but looking everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Next room. You come to a wall. You'd be able to tell. I'll take investigation rolls.
Oh my god! For a bard who's supposed to be telling stories about his life, he doesn't observe very much at all.
You're also
stories to tell.
And he'll tell you everything. So this looks like it was maybe a few people here that maybe work night shift or guards, but there are a few beds set up. It looks like this was their main hub for a while. Maybe this is where they were finally setting up. Maybe they found something. Maybe they had trouble. But they brought in tables. They brought in chairs. They brought in a whole bunch of stuff here and set up for a time. So maybe people who didn't feel like walking. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does look like this was a living area for a bit. Your 24 would be able to tell that this is definitely had to have been set up after the mine was closed. Like someone's already been here and did something for a bit. Most of this stuff doesn't look as damaged as the rest. In these barrels, I will take an investigation of these barrels for you, Thora. Where Shadowclaw is, he'd be able to tell you that these boulders here definitely came from the ceiling, and someone used this cannon to shoot it, and a few things got crushed in the process. It looks like that should be an entrance, and it has been collapsed. Thora, going through the barrels, they're a little open. They are packed with some sort of black powder. Hard to tell what it is. Little wads of cotton and what looks to be like candle wax. Annie, I'll take your 24 investigation would also tell you what's on the table in front of you. This is pretty much a blueprint of this area. A little bit of notes saying what has been kept, what has been used, what they can get out of the mine. You'd also be able to tell that they had set up maybe like a... not like a war room, but like a war room situation. This place was set for people who wanted to plan and figure out something. Hard to tell what it was. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Sylvan, but if we have a little while, I can cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
We have 10 minutes.
What does everyone speak?
I've got Abyssal, Common, Infernal, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
A Goblin and Thieves' Cant.
Okay.
Celestial.
No one's got Gnomish. You would definitely have to cast it in order to understand it.
Does it look like a map of like the mine we're in, so I could potentially see what should be beyond this wall? If I could understand what it said.
If you cast it and went through it, then yes. You'd have to actually cast the spell first, though.
If we have time, I would like to cast this so we can understand what this map is. This could be valuable information.
I hate when they do this. Instead of just doing it in common, they have to use the proper nomenclature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll sit down and cast it.
Perfect. After 10 minutes is up and the words start to form sentences for you, you definitely see a different shift in tone. This is it's pretty much going over, what's the easiest way to say it? It's more of a, what can I destroy to hide what's behind it? This is not a what's behind it. This is a, what can I destroy to not collapse the entire place down on me?
So basically like a demolition plan.
Yes. Thank you. That's what I was going for. How can I hide what's behind this so nobody ever goes in there?
Is there a tone of why they wanted to hide it? Like there's something valuable they want to protect, or
That's
they're
not
coming...
in there.
Stop it. Okay.
Yeah.
So they were either trying to protect the surface from something very, very dangerous, or there's something back there that they didn't want anyone else to have.
Yep. And I will take, with that new information, I will take new investigation rolls or perception rolls with advantage. You guys are doing horrible. Ooh, Annie with a net 20 investigation. You're doing everything today.
Hey,
And
I finally
Clark.
got a net 20.
Wow. Okay. Between Clark and Annie, Nat 20 is going to get you guys quite a bit here. The bodies that are scattered around you, most of them fell face forward. Most of them still had their weapons sheathed. The ones that are near the cannon, looks like the cannon took care of them. This definitely has these people were part of something and I had to get rid of them quick. None of them seen it coming. Maybe someone was cleaning up loose ends.
Can we tell how they died, like, other than the cannon ones?
I'd need a medicine roll, please. Just a straight, though, because this is not technically your forte. You're better at the... An 8. Nope. Once everybody tells you, everyone else can do me a medicine roll to see if you can figure it out. I'll do one for Hal. Nope, Hal doesn't have a clue either. Ooh, Thora with a 19. This is technically your specialty. To some extent. Thora. Ooh, and Alric. Okay. Between Alric and Thora, you'd be able to tell that the majority of this came from behind, came from someone small. Scorch marks on even the leftover bone and some of the clothing. Someone small electrocuted the shit out of most of these people.
They got zapped.
Alric, because you got a nat 20, you currently, maybe being small, maybe being where you are in your background, this definitely has a feel of someone who's definitely an engineer of some sort. This wasn't magic, this was mechanical.
Okay.
What if this was the real Artie?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Can I also cast Ritual Cast Detect Magic while we're sitting here?
Correct, yeah, by all means.
I never did have a good feeling about that Artie guy.
Your ritual cast will definitely ping. Actually, wait. It won't go past 1 foot of stuff, will it? So,
Really?
yeah, if you click on it,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
1 stone.
Stop by a foot of stone.
I have
Or 3 foot of
magic
dirt.
awareness.
Ooh, link that one for me. Oh, actually, I have your character sheet up. Let me look. Is that a feat or species?
The barbarian thing. Or
Barbarian.
wild magic barbarian thing.
Perfect.
Doing good.
That's class features. Let me read it here. Ooh.
It should be.
Well, it's technically cover. I'll let you use it, and I'll take an Arcana.
Yes. All these intelligence rolls today.
Yeah, I know.
Playing my game.
The amount of nat 20s you guys have had tonight is ridiculous. A 14's enough. As you're walking around, taking a look, because you know something weird's going on. There definitely be holes in whatever came down. So I'm going to say you definitely would sense something behind all this rock.
Yeah, there's something magical behind this rock, y'all. I can sense it. You know, I'm pretty
It's
magical.
very faint.
Just faint, but it's there for sure.
Out of game question.
Yep.
When we found the portal in Indolin's lair, like the one like deep in there,
Yes.
was that the portal that got people here? Was there only one of them, or was that like one of many?
Oh, like the demon portal, you mean?
No, not the demon portal. The one that
Oh,
the original, the like people are trapped here. They can't portal to the other moons. Like one of those.
that thing, understood. No, not that. You would know the one you found is the one that has been missing for a long time. There wasn't a second one here.
That was the only one. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, I forgot about the big one. Yep. Yeah.
But this could be another portal of some sort.
Or some sort of other type of magic, yeah. Hard to tell.
Are there any cracks small enough for me to fit through?
No.
If Clark looks at the map, can he tell how deep this rubble goes in back? How much rubble was knocked down?
Pretty much the big boulders that are in front of you. So you would know that if you got rid of all these here, and maybe some on the corner, or enough to make a path, there's at least a little small section back there, and on the map, all you see is a stairwell going somewhere else. That's
Okay,
the only
here's what-
thing that has been hidden is a stairwell.
Okay, so how many feet would you say?
You have about 35 to
rubble
40
is?
feet of rock to get through.
Okay, in
Yes.
that case, Clark is going to dimension door 100 feet.
Do you have
Through.
to see what's on the other side or no?
Nope, I pulled it up. It's so long as or one you can describe by stating distance and direction, such as 200 feet straight down, 300 feet up to
Okay.
the north at a 45. So what Clark would like to do is 100 feet straight ahead.
So you basically want to go by the map and end up on the other side of the rock and hope that there's enough spot behind there that's not completely blocked in.
Right. That's why I asked about the approximation of the size of the opening and the amount of rubble.
Yeah. I will give me a straight intelligence roll to see if you can figure out if that'll work.
11. Oh, 12.
12. It has its merits, but unless you try, you're not too sure. It's a good working theory.
Well, give me just a second, guys, and I'm going to give it a try.
Okay.
Can you cast it twice?
Yes, I do have 2 4th level spell slots left, so I can cast it twice.
Good, so you can get back.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Give me a percentile roll, please.
$54.
You had a 51% chance of not getting caught in rock. Good thing you rolled high, sir. Or else you would have been encased in stone, unable to move, probably forever. Okay. I don't actually have a little mirror. You find yourself in a very, very tight, you probably hit the perfect 10 feet of only space left here. You find yourself looking at nothing but rubble. The air back here there is some. It is very, very dusty, dirty, dense, not much moisture back here. You do find yourself in an area with steps leading down and a little glow coming from the steps below.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah. I am going to cast message to Annie and say, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. And I'm going to sit down and ritual cast a detect magic.
Okay.
And then after that 10 minutes is up, I'm going to start walking down the stairs closer to the glow.
Perfect. I will.
Can I reply?
Yep. Yes, to the message you can.
Okay, but please be careful and don't get into something you can't get out of by yourself.
Okay.
We can't get you to help you.
Clark.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Clark, you don't have to go too far. Pretty much 20 feet down the steps, you come across completely something you never probably thought you'd see before. Gives you kind of a remnant of RD's lab, but on a scale that this technology is something you don't understand. This is completely different than this is like almost going from the 1800s to today in technology. You find yourself surrounded by a blue shimmering field in about a 25 by 25 square room. Not very tall. It definitely hums like it's electrical and not magical. Inside of the room itself is a massive some sort of structure that has like an arm and some sort of weird thing on it. You do see some sort of machine attached to it. You also see some sort of mechanical console with levers, buttons. On the ground in front of you to the left, you see a big metal plate that's embedded in the ground. It's raised up a little. I'll move you to the map so you can see it. You're in what you're not too sure would be some sort of mechanical room. As you walk through the stairs, the console over here lights up. You hear a voice that you've kind of heard before go, "Well, well, well. You found my secret lab. Let's see how smart you are. Solve my riddles and I'll let you in." And we'll end there tonight. In next session, we can descend into one of Artie's old laboratories.
Okay. Can we just kind of say that Clark will, after hearing that voice, book it back up the stairs and the door to the other side real quick?
By all means, yes. Definitely. Okay. Oh shit, we're all gonna die moment. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah, because the Artie we met wasn't actual Artie, right? It was John.
Correct.
Being
John
Artie.
Jones. Yep. Who, as all you know, he thinks Artie's dead.
Right.
He nothing you saw when you grabbed the amulet. None of this was in that memory.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was also kind of like vague whether or not he was actually dead, right? He was
Correct.
just kind of zoomed. Yeah.
You got memories that he wanted John just to know.
Right.
He gave him just enough to pretend to be him.